Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. You'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he fires the football to the right side. And he's got it. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Offense in a split backfield now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Takes a quick catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down.
Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Syracuse lines up quickly. Here's the option play. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. The offense now facing a 3rd and long at the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And try to run it with the option. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They're going to run the option. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Hands off to the left. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the freshman making an impact play there.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it falls incomplete. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now, just trying to get rid of it. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on third down, and now a fourth down decision coming up. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Missouri 10, Syracuse 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Williams. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And at first down, they go right back to him. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, second and 1.
Picks up 9. Brings up second down.
The linebacker shifting around now. Looking for some space. It's Lacey. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Missouri. Strong game by this quarterback. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll pitch it. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Syracuse lines up quickly. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Back to throw. It's Williams. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll try the option play here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's an option look. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Gadsden. Touchdown, Syracuse. This quarterback on fire today. Well, the call is sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
To the air, it's Williams. Throws to the tight end. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for a deep completion. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Orangeman. No chance to catch it. Lining up to try the extra point. They make the PAT, but still trails 31-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Catch made, a lot of space now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is really set up first and goal now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Fighting off the defender. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on fourth down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. It was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough for first down yardage. You figure they'll take the 3 points. One more play before they head to the locker room. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's going to go down as time runs out. They passed on the field goal attempt and come up empty. And that'll do it for the first half. Meadows going to wrap up their first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
Takes the grab. It's Haynes. And they've got him. Syracuse lines up quickly. They'll run it to the left. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. Missouri now operating in the red zone. On the run, it's Lacey. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. There's the handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Back to throw. It's Williams. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Pena. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Syracuse lines up quickly.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. A strong fight back. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
That return backfires on them. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Split backfield here. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker, so let's check out that. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense showing a bunch formation now. He's back to throw again on second down. His sure hands. It's Lacey. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to field it. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Pena. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Missouri, 38. Syracuse, 28.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30, inside the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense has back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down, sets up a 3rd and inches. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Williams. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pressure is coming. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And the 2-point conversion is good, cutting the lead down to 9.
Boy, there's so many choices here for this quarterback on this option call. That's why it's such a good call on a 2-point try. Here, I thought he might run it in. Instead, the defense takes him away. No problem. Pitch it out. Let the back take it in.
And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to run it. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Look at him run through those tacklers. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? And they're trying to punch it in here. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Williams. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Pena. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Syracuse lines up quickly.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up a third down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught on the outside. It's Haynes. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Dropping back. It's Williams. Launching one to the end zone. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. He's at the 50. The 40. The 20. At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Missouri.
That is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the return an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
There's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Missouri Tigers.